Hi. Welcome to Blockbuster Recaps. I will tell you the story Russian sports comedy movie called I Am Losing Weight. Now sit back, relax and enjoy the movie. The movie begins in the city of Nizhny Novgorod, Russia. Anya is a girl in her 20s living with her bodybuilder and swimming coach boyfriend, Zhenya. She works in a bakery and Hans is constantly working with food. When the couple first met, she was a size 0, but she gained considerable weight over the months. One day, a friend invited them to a wedding. Anya tries on clothes from a few months ago and realizes they do not fit anymore. She consoles herself by saying that no one will notice, but the change in her body is significant. Zhenya knows this too, but he doesn't want to comment on how much she has gained, knowing that it is a sensitive topic for her. After trying on a few clothes and ripping some, Anya finds a decent one and gets ready. When Zhenya gets a look at her in the dress, his face drops in shock. She is no longer the girl he was in a relationship with. He doesn't want to be seen with her because all his fitness industry friends will be present. He gives her subtle hints, hoping that she will stay home. To his relief, Anya says that she wants to stay home and order pizza. She urges him to stay with her, but Zhenya promises to congratulate the newlyweds and return home in an instant. Before leaving, he picks her up and puts her on the counter but dodges when she tries to kiss him. Anya notices the gesture but hides the fact that she is hurt. After he leaves, she changes into comfortable clothes and weighs herself to find out she is 76 kilos. Although she always complains about gaining weight, her only resolution is to drink a glass of water after saying her daily affirmations. Even now, she cooks some fried food and scrolls through the internet while waiting for her boyfriend. While on the phone, she notices pictures of Zhenya and his friends at the wedding. She zooms into a group picture and is troubled to see that the girls Zhenya hangs out with are skinny and fit. She cannot help but compare herself to them. Then, she comes across a picture of Zhenya and a girl. On checking her profile, she is horrified to see a boomerang of the girl kissing him on the cheek. The video is enough for Anya to get dressed, put on some makeup, and rush to the wedding. She calls her best friend Natasha to pick her up. Natasha also notices that her friend has gained weight, but Anya still looks just as beautiful. She holds her face, telling her to be confident about her body. When Anya reaches the venue, she sees Zhenya dancing with the girl and getting too close. Jealousy makes the best of her, and she gets in between them. Zhenya is visibly surprised, but he continues dancing as the other girl scoffs and walks away. The couple takes a seat a while later, and Anya starts eating. She asks him why he is dancing with a girl, but Zhenya tries to pass it off by saying they are dancing in a group. When Anya pushes him, he lashes out and admits that he doesn't like her anymore. He adds that she does nothing but eat and has turned into a burden for him. Anya gets teary, but the newlywed couple approaches them before they can talk. They try to smile, but it vanishes when the bride asks Anya if she is pregnant. Following that, Zhenya wishes her farewell and walks away. In the next scene, Anya is on a bus to her mother's house. She is crying uncontrollably, not caring what people think of her. She walks into her mother, talking to a date. He notices something is off and walks outside to give them privacy. Anya tells her mother that her boyfriend broke up with her because of her weight. Her mother says she is not fat, she has wide bones that she cannot control. The remark makes her feel a lot worse than she already did. At night, she sleeps on her mother's couch while going through Zhenya's pictures on her phone. She also comes across a photo of herself from a few months ago. She zooms into her body and is saddened to see how much she has changed. The following day, she gets a call from Natasha, who asks her to come over. Anya takes a bed on Natasha's balcony, complaining about the breakup. It turns out that Zhenya had come there last evening to drop off all her belongings. Natasha asks her to stay with her and her husband, Demas, for a few days until she finds her place. She tries to comfort her friend, but Anya doesn't want to feel better. She only wants to cry and complain about her lousy ex-boyfriend, with whom she wants to get back together. Even Demas tries to make her feel better, claiming that she is the sexiest girl in the town, but it does nothing to help Anya. She spends the night on the balcony and is approached by Natasha the following day. Natasha tells her the story of a friend in the same position as Anya. Her boyfriend broke up with her over text because she had gained weight. Instead of bitching and moaning like Anya, the girl went to the gym and got slim in only a month. The poor boyfriend regretted his decision so much that he filled her office with flowers to ask her to return with him. When Anya complains that she doesn't have enough money to join a gym, Natasha suggests she use the 1-week free trial in all gyms in the town and do it for free. The next morning, Anya says her morning affirmations, drinks a glass of water, and goes to the gym for the first time. She takes a while to get accustomed to the equipment and falls off the treadmill several times, but all her hard work goes to waste because an hour later, she is at the restaurant eating for two. Natasha, who works in the restaurant, throws her food away, disappointed that she couldn't commit for more than 2 hours. Finally, she asks her friend to show some willpower. On returning home, Anya applied moisturizer all over her body and wrapped it in plastic. She hopes the trick will make her lose a few pounds while devouring a bag of chips. She tries to steal food from the refrigerator at midnight, but Natasha catches her. The next day, she is determined not to eat anything unhealthy. It is especially difficult for her because she works in a bakery. While decorating a cake, she accidentally licks icing off her fighters and does 10 squats to make up for it. Throughout the day, food calls her name, but she controls herself. At one point, she is left alone with an entire cake. She stares at it for several minutes, trying to make an excuse to eat it. Finally, after pacing around and almost breaking a shelf, she gives up and devours half of the cake at once. Anya realizes that she has a problem. She looks for a self-help group for people with a compulsive eating disorder and joins a meeting. Amidst the group of ladies is a single man named Kolya. Anya introduces herself as Angela and lies that she doesn't have an eating disorder. Instead, she claims to be a journalist writing a story on eating disorders. The group tries to reason with their condition, not accepting that they have a problem. An infuriated Kolya points at each of them and calls them fat, including himself. He also says that it is obvious Anya lied about being a journalist because she doesn't want to accept she has a problem. Anya pretends to get a phone call and leaves the meeting, but Kolya follows her. He invites her to a nearby restaurant, and Anya goes because she cannot say no to food. Kolya proposes they become each other's fitness sponsors. That way, they have to exercise daily, ask each other before eating and provide emotional support. Anya is unsure about Kolya's true intentions, but she sees no harm in trying. Starting the next day, they run to a park every morning. At first, Anya is reluctant to be with Kolya, but as time passes, she realizes he is actually nice. He is not ashamed of what his body looks like, which is foreign to her. Spending time with him makes her love her body as well. They talk before every meal and are good at helping each other since they are going through the same problem. Soon, Anya starts to lose weight little by little. However, her confidence wavers when she goes to pool parties and sees skinny girls looking gorgeous. Whenever she feels frustrated, Kolya helps her. They frequently scream at the top of their lungs to relieve stress. Anya wants nothing but Zhenya's validation, which makes Kolya jealous. She drops down 10 kilos in 1.5 months and is ready to meet Zhenya again. She buys a swimsuit and pretends to bump into him at a swimming pool. He works as an instructor and is stunned to see her. After chatting, they enter the pool and start splashing water at each other. Everything goes well until the girl from the wedding arrives and introduces herself as Zhenya's girlfriend. Anya is heartbroken for the second time. She parties and drinks all night to forget about him. The following morning, she wakes up naked in Kolya's bed. He assures her that he did not look at her naked. A flashback shows that Anya was going home with a stranger, but Kolya arrived at the right time and saved her. Following the strange morning, she goes to her mother's house and tells her everything. According to her mother, Anya has unresolved trauma from her father, who left them when as a kid. Hence, she wants Zhenya's validation even though he is not good to her. Anya understands what she means and meets her father the next day. She takes Kolya as her driver because the drive is 5 hours long. On their way, Kolya often tries to get closer to her, showing that he likes her, but Anya is oblivious to his advances. They finally meet her father, Sergei, in a wooden house where he lives with a woman. Anya asks him why he didn't want to be involved in her life. But on the other hand, Sergei reminds her of the time he came to her birthday with a present, but she flipped him off through the window. Anya accidentally drops a candle at night and lights the wooden house on fire. Sergei yells at her for ruining his house, not caring about her safety. Anya and Kolya return home immediately after. Before separating, she kisses him on the nose. Kolya is on top of the world on his ride home. He even trades his watch to buy flowers for her. Somewhere else, Zhenya comes to meet Anya and apologizes to her. They end up making love after talking for a while. When Kolya returns with the flowers, he sees them and walks away disappointed. The next morning, Anya wakes up with Zhenya, who comments that she looks much better than she did a month ago. It makes Anya realize she doesn't want an uncertain relationship where she is always scared her partner will leave her. They get into an argument yet again, and Zhenya walks away. That evening, she goes to Kolya's house, wanting to be with a friend. But Kolya is so furious that he gives her an apple and declares that their relationship as sponsors has ended now that she has lost weight. The next morning, she goes to Natasha's house, but no one opens the door. She dangerously uses the neighbor's window and a pipeline to get inside the house. It turns out that Natasha and her husband had a huge argument, after which he left. The girls talk to each other and feel a lot better. The next day, Sergey meets Anya again and apologizes for being a lousy father. He also dances with her like he used to do when she was a kid. After the two reconcile, Anya goes to a fitness marathon to meet Kolya. She finds him drinking a cold drink and throws it away, asserting her dominance as his sponsor. She also declares that since he has not lost enough weight, she must help him no matter what. So they participate in the marathon and complete it with all their might. In the end, Kolya gathers enough courage to kiss her. For the first time in her life, Anya realizes that obsessing about her appearance will not make her happy. True happiness lies in accepting yourself as you are, as Kolya did. He always worked hard to improve his health but was never ashamed of his appearance. Anya strives to be like him. You guys are awesome if you have seen this far in the video. Thanks for watching. If our blockbuster recaps amuse you, please remember to ring the notification bell and the subscribe button. Thank you.